What are your thoughts on the afterlife?
My thoughts on the afterlife are relatively scientific. So,
Scientific, okay.
scientific, but not terrible. So, when you die, I don't believe there's an afterlife. But what I do believe is when we pass away, is our energy is transferred into the world. So, like, energy can never die, yeah? We all know this. So,
Okay.
energy can't be created and it can't die. But
That
what it
can
can do is be transferred into other things. So,
Okay.
when I die, it might be transferred into the soil, into the grass.
Oh.
You understand me?
Yeah, so you die, you become fertilizer, manure.
Yeah, and then I fertilize something else to create more life.
Okay. So, science. But can you prove everything from science?
No, not at all. God, no. No, you can't prove everything from science. But that's my opinion.
Are you also religious? When you say God knows, are you or you are not religious?
I don't believe in God, no. But I'd love to believe in Him. Does that make sense?
Okay, you like
So I'd like to believe in Him,
Uh-huh.
but I don't believe in Him because for
Okay.
me, like the Bible, it's been messed about with too much by kings and queens and people. It
Okay.
should, if it's the Bible, it should only be from the God, but it's not.
All right, okay. So you believe only in science,
Yeah.
but are you 100% confident in your answer that once we die, we become fertilizer, that's it?
For me, yes, but I'd love to be wrong.
Is, is there any accountability to the actions we make when we are alive? Or
Well, of course there is.
there is.
So if I'm horrible to people,
Like Hitler.
then like if Hitler,
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own opinions on that, so let's not get into that. But like if we're horrible to people, then expect karma back. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
if I punched you now, you'd come and knock me out, probably.
Okay.
So that's every action has a consequence, doesn't it? So if you're good to people, hopefully good things happen to you. If you're bad to people, bad things will happen to you.
Before we finish, what about heaven, hell? Do you believe this?
Not at all.
You don't believe that?
No.
The devil, do you believe he exists or no?
No, but I believe that there's some people that act as the devil.
Okay.
Bad people.
Angels, demons?
No.
No?
But ghosts, on the other hand, I sort of believe in them.
Have you had any experience with the ghosts?
Yeah.
You had?
Yeah, reincarnation and ghosts. That's why energy is more my thing. So I believe people can have energy from other people. And then,
Now, the reason why I do these videos is because in 2003, I had a spiritual encounter. You
Yeah.
know? And because of that encounter, for me, I know there are two places where people go.
yeah,
There's heaven
yeah,
and there's hell.
right.
But I like to talk about heaven more because
well,
heaven gives hope.
Well, yeah, no,
You
it
know,
does.
Sometimes you can talk about, hell. There's nothing good about
Yeah.
hell,
No.
And my prayer is that everyone will be in heaven.
Well, God, I hope so. But if I believed in it, then God, I'd hope I am going there. But, stuff happens.
Okay, so if you were to die, let's say there is
Yeah.
heaven.
Right,
Do you
yeah.
think you have a chance to make it into heaven?
Well, fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. I mean, I work in a school with people with sort of mental health problems.
Okay.
And I give back as much as I can. But, everybody gets busy.
So for you, what you do in life determines the decision that will be made about your afterlife. If you are good, you believe you deserve the good place.
I believe we should just be good. We shouldn't expect anything in return. So I'm good to people and
So
hopefully...
if I rob you now,
Yeah.
you take your mobile phone and take
Yeah.
your money, is that wrong?
Well, yeah. Because I've worked hard for that and you've done nothing for
But
that.
if it's good for me, who is to decide to say this is right?
Why
this
does
is
it have
wrong?
to be a decision?
Why does it have to be a decision?
Yeah, exactly. Why? Like, so for you it might be right, for me it's wrong. It's two different opinions.
Which means our morals, they must have
Yeah,
somewhere.
different morals.
Okay, I'll finish by saying this.
Go on.
When you have time, I would like you to get a Bible.
Oh, I've read through the Bible.
You have read it,
Of course I have. I was brought up in a Christian school.
so you know about sin.
Yes, of course I did.
Have you repented?
No, not at all.
You're not born again.
No.
So if you're not born again, you're not going to heaven then.
No, I've already said I don't believe in heaven.
So not believing about it does not make.
But personally,
exist.
I think heaven was created so soldiers can go into battle without being scared.
Is that?
Yeah. So then you can run into battle, get killed, and you think, I'm going somewhere nice.
Okay. So I don't know how much time you have, but before we finish, do you have any one question for me?
Any question for you? Why do you believe in God?
Why? Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good
Why
one.
do I believe in God?
Yeah, I would love
I
to
should
know.
be asking people
I'm
this
so
question.
sorry, by the way.
Yeah? Why do I believe in God?
Yeah, absolutely.
Number one, because I've come to know that His word is true, and because He has changed my life.
That's fantastic.
I used to be addicted to porn.
Yeah,
I had 5 girls.
yeah,
I used to cause problems and break hearts.
yeah,
But when He delivered me,
yeah,
because I tried everything,
yeah,
you have got all sorts of chaos running in your mind.
yeah,
But when Jesus entered my heart, He changed me.
yeah,
Instantly, I was delivered from all my addictions. And because of my experience, He also says, I want you to go and share with others. That's why I now share the truth of God.
yeah,
You know. So the Bible, like you say, some people say it has been manipulated by people.
Yeah.
It's I would say people can twist some things in terms of how they preach it.
yeah.
They might not produce or give you the truth of it. People can take advantage,
Exactly.
hiding behind the Bible.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
it doesn't make it not true.
But so much has been changed in the Bible, like the New Testament and all this sort of stuff.
But Jesus,
Yeah,
who is the main figure in the Bible, claimed to be God and He promised eternal life. And He proved that He can do it because He died and
Yeah.
He rose from the dead. So because of that, maybe it's something that you can forget everything else. But His promises, because people witnessed with their own eyes what He did.
yeah.
So it confirms the truth of the Bible.
Does it?
It does.
So for me, I would believe in God if
Okay.
He came down now and said, "You're right, Kai. Nice to meet you." Nice to meet you. I'd believe in Him. But I don't have that sort of absolute, definite. Like, I can't confirm it in my head.
So if Jesus is the one who came to present God to who God is to us,
Yeah.
because He's saying, I am God.
Yeah.
He came claiming to
If
be
I
God.
saw Him coming down in a light, then yeah.
Now, you did not see the Queen. I mean, you saw the Queen.
Yeah.
Some people never saw the Queen before she passed away.
No, I saw the Queen.
No, you saw.
Yeah.
But some people didn't see her.
Right. But we
So-
also saw
so-
a recording.
The recording. So the Gospels are also recordings of
Yeah,
people
but it's
who
not a
saw.
picture, is it?
Well, you don't believe everything by a picture, do you?
So what that is I've seen the Queen in person.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
seen a
so
picture of
yes,
Queen.
was Mark, Luke,
So-
John, Matthew.
Also, that they say that God doesn't have a form, blah blah blah, and Jesus, there's a it's very 50-50 on what He looks like, because he's very much determined to be white. But in them days where He was, He shouldn't have been white. He should have been a dark skin, which is
So someone can come and draw a picture
Yeah.
and say, this is what he looks like.
yeah.
So we can
But-
just say, my friend, this is what you drew.
So you just have to sort of blindly believe in
Not
Jesus. That He's
blindly.
true. No, for me, I'm just saying my
okay.
opinion. I am so glad that you believe in God. That's fantastic. But for me, I don't buy it.
You don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay, my last statement
Go on.
as we close,
Absolutely.
Jesus claimed to be God.
Yep.
Eyewitnesses saw and wrote. There is archaeological evidence about the things that are in the Bible that He talked about.
That's 50-50 as well.
There is also signs, Dead Sea Scrolls which were found, many manuscripts which were written before He was born, speaking about His coming, and then people who wrote when He came.
So the thing with Jesus,
Yeah.
I believe He was real, 100%. But I believe He was a fantastic storyteller. And I think He went around all the towns and villages and told the kids stories to help them become good people.
What about forgiving sin? Do you believe we
I
are
mean-
sinners?
For me, I'm sure I've sinned at some point in my life. I've stolen a peach off a tree.
So how do you deal with sin?
Sin, I try and rectify it with good stuff.
What about the one who says everyone has sinned? Because I sinned, you
Yeah.
sinned, everyone has
Everybody
sinned.
sinned at some
So
point.
if someone sends a gift, yeah, it's like you and I, we commit a crime, and after we commit that crime, we go before a judge,
Yeah.
and the judge says 1 billion or you'll be sentenced to death. Then we have a powerful dad who is so rich. He comes and says, hey, I've got 2 billion here
Right?
for both of my sons. I received the gift
Yeah.
and I'm set free. The judge says, yes, Nigel, you have received the gift of your father. You are free. You are free to go. You, on the other hand, you refuse. You say, Dad, I can deal with all my own issues on my own. I
Yeah.
don't want your
So this is a story from the Bible.
No,
What you're-
I'm just...
So no, it's a very similar story. So there was 3 sons, wasn't there? And one of them was given money. I can't quite remember it. It was a very similar story that you're telling me now. So again, that is just a nice story for kids, for me. Again,
Okay.
I'm not saying that I'm right and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that it's a nice story for kids to grow up and be good people. And for me, I think that's fantastic. And I think church is great for people that believe, and it's a great community. But for me, I don't believe it. But go ahead, be happy.
Man, it's been nice talking to you.
Absolutely, man.
Hopefully, I can talk to you again some other time.
Absolutely,
But
yeah, I hope so.
it has been good to hear your thoughts.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you so much for being patient.
Thanks, man.
You forgive me, yeah?
Brilliant. I hope it all goes well, mate.
Yeah, nice one, nice one. Bless you.